The Dutton legacy is far from over. A new chapter is set to unfold, promising to delve deeper into the family's trials and tribulations. Just as the dust seemed to settle, confirmation of 1923's continuation has electrified fans, signaling more intense drama, ever-present danger, and profound heartache for television's most formidable Western dynasty. What does this resurgence mean for the characters who have captured our hearts, and what untold stories remain concealed within the vast Yellowstone expanse? The 1923 saga stands as a pivotal chronicle within the Yellowstone mythos, narrating the Dutton struggles during the tumultuous early 20th century in America, a period where existence was a daily battle and security was a fleeting dream. This narrative transcends the typical Western genre, offering a poignant exploration of a family's unwavering resolve to defend their heritage, their kin, and their very name. In the initial season, we were introduced to Jacob Dutton, portrayed by the venerable Harrison Ford, a man of stoic strength, unyielding integrity, and formidable when provoked. By his side stands Cara Dutton, brought to life by Helen Mirren, Jacob's equally resilient spouse. Cara embodies the family's spirit, serving as both its emotional anchor and fierce guardian. Together, they navigate the Duttons through immense sorrow, brutal violence, and heartbreaking betrayal. A central event of the first season was the savage assault on Jacob and his kin, orchestrated by Banner Creighton, a rival sheep rancher driven by a deep-seated vendetta, who contested the Duttons' claim to the land and sought retribution. This ignited a ferocious conflict over territory, influence, and dominion. Jacob suffered grievous wounds, pushing the Duttons to the brink of collapse. Yet Cara rallied the family, her hope hinging on correspondence with their distant nephew, Spencer, who was embroiled in his own struggles far from home. Spencer Dutton emerges as a deeply compelling figure, Jacob's nephew, a World War I veteran burdened by the horrors of his past. In the wilds of Africa, he encounters Alexandra, a spirited and adventurous woman, who captures his heart. Their shared path is fraught with love, peril, and desperate escapes, facing down ferocious beasts, nefarious individuals, and the shadow of death itself, all in their quest to return to Montana and aid their besieged family. But the journey homeward is anything but straightforward, with seemingly insurmountable obstacles at every turn. The second season further explored the individual torments of each character. Spencer and Alexandra's bond was strained by separation and anguish, with Alexandra's history resurfacing to threaten their future, forcing Spencer into making agonizing decisions. Concurrently in Montana, the Duttons continued their relentless fight to preserve their ancestral lands against encroaching government forces, avaricious developers, and personal vendetta. The narrative also painfully depicted the ordeal of Tiana Rainwater, a young Native American woman, forcibly removed to a residential school. Her experience, marked by cruelty and injustice, highlighted the suffering endured by many indigenous peoples, yet she discovered an indomitable will to resist. Her journey of resilience and survival intertwines with the broader themes of displacement, identity, and the struggle for power. As the second season concluded, uncertainty loomed large. The family was fractured, their adversaries seemed stronger, and more questions than answers remained. Would Spencer make it back to Montana in time? Could Alexandra endure her trial? Would Jacob succeed in safeguarding his land and his lineage? The announcement of a third season has reignited fervent anticipation among the show's followers. The saga is not concluded. The tempest is merely gathering strength. Following an agonizing wait filled with speculation and countless fan theories, the eagerly awaited news has arrived. Season 3 of Taylor Sheridan's expansive Yellowstone universe continues to grow, and the Duttons, bearing their scars, fortitude, and hidden truths, are poised for further conflict. Paramount Plus has affirmed the series' return, and while specifics are still under wraps, this news alone is a monumental relief for fans who feared the second season might mark the end. Indeed, many anticipated the story would conclude after 2 installments, but Sheridan envisioned a more extensive narrative. He is not yet finished with this generation of Duttons. More battles loom on the horizon. The delay in confirming the third season wasn't due to a lack of story, but rather to the real-world challenges impacting the entertainment industry. The Hollywood writers and actors strikes of 2023 significantly impeded progress, halting script development, pausing contractual negotiations, and delaying filming schedules, leaving fans in suspense about the Duttons' return. Throughout this period, Taylor Sheridan remained steadfast in his commitment to the story, hinting in interviews that the 1923 journey was incomplete, and that he had further character arcs to explore. With Season 3 now greenlit, it's evident he's prepared to immerse himself once more and bring his vision to fruition. It's crucial to recognize that Sheridan crafts epics, not mere tales. 1923 was always conceived as a profound, multi-layered narrative, exploring not just the rigors of ranch life but also themes of love, conflict, allegiance, and endurance. The first season laid the groundwork, the second destabilized their world, and the third is poised to deliver a powerful reckoning. The confirmation has sparked widespread celebration, with social media buzzing with excitement and conjecture about the Duttons' future. Will Spencer and Alexandra finally reunite with the family? Will Kara witness her heartfelt pleas answered by a homecoming? Can Jacob withstand the approaching storm? Beyond the immediate fan excitement, this continuation signifies a major endorsement of Sheridan's expansive vision for the Yellowstone universe. It underscores Paramount Plus's confidence in the enduring appeal of the Dutton saga, and the global audience, eager for more. Currently, Season 3 is in the preliminary stages of development, with writers fleshing out the next chapter. Production is anticipated to commence once the scripts are finalized. Although a precise release date remains undisclosed, the confirmation ensures the journey continues. This is particularly thrilling as we venture into uncharted narrative territory. We've witnessed the Duttons' origins and their profound losses. Now we're about to see the lengths they will go to preserve what remains. Sheridan, renowned for his shocking plot twists and emotionally charged storytelling, is set to intensify the drama further. There's also considerable speculation that Season 3 will forge even stronger connections to the broader Yellowstone narrative, potentially serving not only as the conclusion of 1923, but also as a crucial link to other spin-offs and deeper family mystery. Sheridan himself has likened each segment of the Dutton story to a piece of a larger puzzle, and Season 3 might be the keystone that redefines everything. It's clear that this upcoming season is more than just another installment. It's a signal, a forewarning. The Duttons have weathered blizzards, bullets, and betrayals, but now they must confront the true cost of their choices. So prepare yourselves. The land still bears its wounds, and the Duttons' fight is far from over. As we look towards Season 3, the very foundations of the Dutton family are quaking. They have endured gunfire, deceit, and the unforgiving American frontier, but the most formidable tempest may yet be on its horizon. Fans worldwide are pondering what Taylor Sheridan has in store. Let's turn to the most pressing storyline: Spencer and Alexandra. Their love has conquered war, predatory beasts, and even a maritime disaster. However, the closing moments of Season 2 presented another agonizing twist in their journey. Just as a reunion with the Duttons in Montana seemed imminent, destiny intervened, tearing them apart once more. Spencer found himself captured, while Alexandra was thrust back into the orbit of her influential former fiancé's family. Their dream of a shared home. Season 3 will undoubtedly resume from this critical juncture, with Spencer battling to return to Montana and to Alexandra, though he may emerge a changed man. Conflict alters individuals, and even the strongest love can only bear so much sorrow. Spencer must now choose his path. Will he return as a devoted partner, a loyal nephew, or an agent of vengeance? Some theories suggest Spencer might suffer further losses before he reaches home, while others envision Alexandra taking bold action to secure her own freedom. Regardless, their potential reunion promises to be anything but tranquil. The path home might transform into a warpath. Back in Montana, the ranch itself is in a precarious state. Jacob Dutton, still recuperating from his near-fatal injuries, is embroiled in a land dispute that grows increasingly political, perilous, and violent. Banner Creighton and his new, more cunning ally, Donald Whitfield, are not merely adversaries. They are ruthless opportunists with vast resources and even darker schemes. In Season 3, they are expected to escalate their attack. A prevalent fan theory posits that Donald Whitfield's campaign of disruption is far from complete. He now holds a legal claim over the ranch's destiny due to Jacob's outstanding debt. It's speculated he might attempt to seize the land through legal machinations rather than overt violence, manipulating contracts, influencing officials, and systematically dispossessing the Dutton. Should this occur, the conflict will transcend physical confrontations, becoming a battle of wits and resolve. Kara Dutton, the family's emotional cornerstone, may be nearing her limit. We have witnessed her resilience in guiding the family through darkness, but the strain of holding everything together could become unbearable. Some fans anticipate she will assume a more assertive role in the conflict, perhaps even stepping into a leadership position if Jacob's strength wanes. Others speculate she might face an impossible choice between her family's survival and the pursuit of peace, between love and relentless war. And then there is the compelling arc of Tiana Rainwater. Her narrative was a standout element of the second season. Having escaped the brutality of a forced assimilation school, survived attempts on her life and lost her closest protectors, Tiana is now a fugitive, accompanied by her father and a sympathetic priest. Season 3 is expected to see her journey evolve into something of greater significance. Many believe she will become a foundational figure in the Rainwater legacy, forging a direct link to the Native American characters prominent in the contemporary Yellowstone timeline. Her story is not merely about survival, it is about the quest for justice. And in this unforgiving world, justice is seldom granted, it must be seized. A significant question looms over Season 3. Who will not survive? In Taylor Sheridan's universe, no character is truly safe. The Duttons are fighters, but they are also mortal. Rumors suggest a major character might meet their end this season. Some fans fear for Jacob, while others worry about the fates of Spencer or even Kara. The fall of any of these central figures would irrevocably alter the course of the story. There is also anticipation of new characters, influential outsiders, morally compromised politicians, and clandestine adversaries. Sheridan often introduces new players who disrupt the existing power dynamics, and Season 3 might unveil figures who threaten to dismantle the Dutton family from within. At its heart, however, Season 3 is not solely about the next confrontation. It is about legacy. What does it truly mean to safeguard a name, a parcel of land, a family? How much bloodshed is too much? And what is the response when history itself attempts to erase you? The answers will be hard-won, but fans are eager to discover them. So whether you envision Spencer returning with righteous fury or foresee the Duttons facing utter ruin before they can rise again, one thing is certain: Season 3 will redefine everything. When audiences think of 1923, they envision more than just the rugged landscapes, ranching life or intense shootouts. They see faces: Jacob Dutton's unwavering gaze, Kara's fierce compassion, Spencer's profound pain, and Alexandra's untamed spirit. These characters have transcended the screen, becoming integral parts of a narrative that has guided us through heartbreak, endurance, and conflict. Now, with Season 3 confirmed, let's acknowledge the talent that breathes life into this saga. At the forefront is Harrison Ford as Jacob Dutton, a cinematic icon from Indiana Jones to Han Solo. He has embodied heroes before, but Jacob Dutton presents a different archetype. Older, perhaps wiser, yet burdened by a rapidly changing world. In Season 2, Jacob was still mending from the vicious assault of the first season, but his fight is far from over. Sources indicate Harrison Ford will indeed return for Season 3, and if so, we might encounter a more desperate, perhaps more ruthless Jacob, prepared to make any sacrifice to protect what is his, even if it means losing himself in the process. Then there is Helen Mirren as Kara Dutton, the family's emotional bedrock, the force binding them together. In the first season, her poignant letters to Spencer, pleading for his return, resonated deep. In the second, she stood as a pillar of strength as the family confronted enemies from all directions. For Season 3, many fans believe Kara will move to the forefront. There's a compelling theory that Kara might assume full leadership, especially if Jacob's capabilities diminish. Her inherent strength, her profound wisdom, and her contained fury may finally erupt into decisive action. Brandon Sklenar portrays Spencer Dutton, the family's warrior forever marked by war and transformed by love. He has traversed hell and continues his arduous journey homeward. Following the cliffhanger of Season 2, Spencer's return is not just anticipated, it's imperative. We've followed his odyssey across continents. Now he must confront what awaits him in Montana. His homecoming will be anything but quiet. It will be a cataclysm. And we cannot overlook Julia Schlepfer as Alexandra. Her character has evolved from an inquisitive traveler to a resilient survivor, facing betrayal, danger, and profound loss, yet always maintaining her dignity. Many fans are convinced Alexandra will break free from the clutches of her past and fight to reunite with Spencer. Her narrative arc is far from concluded, and Season 3 may finally grant her the agency and power she has earned. Another character under intense scrutiny is Tiana Rainwater, portrayed by Amina Neves. Her story was one of the most impactful elements of Season 2. She resisted abuse, escaped with her life, and displayed a courage that deeply moved viewers. We anticipate Tiana's journey will continue in Season 3, potentially connecting her story to the modern-day Rainwaters featured in Yellowstone. Her survival is not merely personal, it carries historical weight. Other returning characters likely include Jerome Flynn as Banner Creighton, the embittered rancher determined to destroy the Duttons, and potentially a more formidable Timothy Dalton as Donald Whitfield, the calculating tycoon masterminding events from the shadow. Robert Patrick as Sheriff McDowell, one of the few lawmen the Duttons might still count on, could also play a crucial role. There is also significant buzz about new characters entering the fray in season. Taylor Sheridan is known for surprising audiences with fresh faces who invariably alter the narrative landscape. We might see influential politicians vying for control of Montana's resources, new family members bearing dark secrets, or law enforcement officials with their own interpretations of justice. And let's not dismiss the possibility of crossover appearances, characters from other Yellowstone series who might intersect with this timeline. Imagine a younger iteration of a known Yellowstone figure or a narrative thread connecting Spencer's future to the Duttons we know from 8. Sheridan delights in weaving these timelines together, and Season 3 offers a perfect opportunity to deepen these intricate connections. What remains most compelling is the sheer strength of the ensemble. The characters are indelible, and their stories possess ample room for further development. With such a potent team returning, Season 3 promises more than just heightened action. It promises profound emotion, devastating loss, righteous revenge, and perhaps even a glimmer of redemption. Because the Duttons are not merely fighting for land, they are fighting for their story to endure, and it is the actors, the characters they embody, and the raw authenticity they bring to the screen that make 9. Presently, fans across the globe are eagerly awaiting one crucial piece of information: the official release date for Season 3. While Paramount Plus has yet to make a precise announcement, several clues allow us to make an educated prediction regarding the next season's arrival. Firstly, it's vital to recall that the writers' and actors' strikes of 2023 significantly disrupted nearly every production in Hollywood, including those within the Yellowstone universe. Script development was halted, filming schedules were postponed, and despite 1923's status as a top-tier show, progress was impossible until the industry-wide disputes were resolved. Now that those strikes have concluded and production teams have resumed their work, the path to Season 3 has finally cleared. According to industry insiders, the writing process for Season 3 is already in motion. Taylor Sheridan, who personally pens most of the Yellowstone-related narratives, has confirmed his continued deep involvement in shaping the next chapter of Night. Given Sheridan's renowned writing speed, particularly when inspired, many believe the scripts could be finalized relatively soon. Following script completion, filming can commence. If all progresses smoothly, production might begin in late 2024 or early 2025, with post-production extending into mid-2020. The exact timing will depend on the pace of behind-the-scenes activities. Of course, this remains a projection, as Paramount Plus has not yet issued an official premiere window. However, all indications point towards a return within the next year or so, and when it does return, its impact will be substantial. 1923 is more than just a Western. It's more than just another television series. It stands as a cornerstone in one of the most successful television universes of this era, and Paramount is fully aware of the significance it carries. Now let's consider what this means for the dedicated fanbase, especially those who have followed the intertwined narratives of 1883, Yellowstone and 1923 from their inception. Season 3 represents not merely the next installment of a story but a critical turning point. We have witnessed the origins of the Duttons, we have seen the extreme measures they will take to protect their land, but now we are poised to see what they are truly willing to sacrifice. The preceding 2 seasons have meticulously laid the emotional, political, and personal groundwork. Season 3 will be about resolution, about consequences,
about the enduring nature of legacy, and it may well be the concluding chapter of this particular timeline. Some speculate that Season 3 will bring the 1923 arc to a definitive close, bridging the narrative even more directly to the modern-day events of Yellowstone. Others theorize it might spawn even more intricate storylines, perhaps following Spencer and Alexandra further into their future, or tracing Tiana's lineage into the present day. One thing remains undeniable: Taylor Sheridan's vision for this universe is far from exhausted, and neither is the Dutton's story. So if you have been patiently waiting, holding on to hope since the last episode aired, now is the time to prepare. The battle for Montana's soul is not yet won. The fight for the Dutton name continues to rage, and Season 3 is no longer a distant hope, it is a tangible reality, and soon the saga will continue.